What's up, gamers? Welcome back to Disney Dreamlight Valley. In today's video, we're going to go over all the news that has dropped over the weekend. Developers have been sharing hints and sneak peeks of what we can expect in tomorrow's showcase live stream, and they have revealed some really exciting things. So if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe to the channel to help me reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and turn on your notifications so you never miss an update. Now, on to the news. Leading up to the developer showcase, which is streaming tomorrow, October 29th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, there have been several posts giving us reasons for why we should all be tuning in. Now, just to clarify, this is going to be a showcase of what's coming to the game in the near future. The update itself isn't happening just yet, but we will most likely get a release date for the next content update in the showcase. In last year's showcase, they announced the first paid DLC for the game called A Rift in Time. They also gave us a look at the upcoming free content, new features, and improvements that had been made. So I think it's safe to say that we can expect a lot of the same kinds of news, especially with the sneak peeks that have been shared the past few days. There will also be free items codes given out during the stream, which I will share here on my channel in my deep dive video that will be posted later in the day tomorrow. There are already 2 free items that should have been sent to your in-game mailbox: a Dreamlight Valley t-shirt and a pair of sneakers. A lot of people are saying that they did not get the shoes, so if you haven't gotten those, you are not alone. I think there was some sort of an error with the mail and not everybody received it. You can put in a ticket on the Dreamlight Valley website or just give it a few days to work itself out. The developers are usually pretty good about rectifying mistakes like this. So let's take a look at the sneak peeks that have been posted to social media showing what we can look forward to. First, let's look at this quick peek at the next free content update. I think it's pretty safe to say that Sally will be reuniting with Jack Skellington. We will probably have a similar winter/Christmas theme update to the one that we had last year, which, if you recall, is when we got Jack. So I think this is a great time for Sally to join us. Next up is this image that they shared with the caption, "Preview how you can expand the horizons of your decorating tool set with much awaited quality of life improvements." This one is up for a lot of speculation, honestly. The image is a clue about what we can expect. When I first looked at this image, my immediate thought was that the valley's going to expand, meaning the biomes will get larger or there will be more areas added to them. This looks like the Sunlit Plateau, right? But it also doesn't look like any area that I've ever seen before in the valley. I don't believe that there is an area of the plateau where you can see the water's edge like this, and I don't think there's an island that looks like this either. So does this mean that the biome will be expanded? What about the other biomes? Another theory that I've seen in the comments is that we will be able to place items on an angle. Some have said this because of the placement of Scar's house in this image. Personally, I think that's just how his house looks. I think it's already kind of on an angle. And I have seen other teaser images in the past that have shown things on an angle, and nothing ever came of that. You can also see that everything else in the image lines up the way it always has. So I'm just not convinced that we are there just yet. There's also a lot of talk about the item limit increasing, which is also a good possibility, especially if the biomes do get bigger. Let me know your theories on this image in the comments and on this next part as well, because this is the post that has me the most excited. You'll see here a very short clip of what appears to be a new environment altogether. The post says, "Discover unique areas arriving in Disney Dreamlight Valley's next chapter." There is so much to unpack about this post, you guys, which is crazy because it's such a short clip, but let's break it down. In the first part, we see what appears to be a castle with a very cool looking well in front of it. It's giving autumn with the red leaves, and if you look closely, there's a stained glass window that we can see a small glimpse of. And if it looks familiar to you, that's because it's actually from the opening of Beauty and the Beast. A commenter on X pointed out that this image appears in the storybook when we're learning about the Beast's curse. I saw a lot of fun speculation about this in those comments as well, that perhaps we'll be getting a human form dream style for Beast, and that perhaps this area is Belle's hometown. And it definitely gives that impression in the next part of the clip where you can see books stacked about. This place is so beautiful with the fall foliage and the fountains. You can also see a Scrooge shop and a Goofy stall off in the distance. The placement of the shop gives me the impression that we are looking at a new world altogether, which leads me to believe that this is the new paid DLC expansion. The last part of the clip also confirms that for me because we see the painting of Maleficent and Hades, which was shown at the end of the DLC expansion. This part of the video shows a room that appears to have been through something because the ceiling looks destroyed. I couldn't see what this flying character was, but it's revealed sort of in the next post that they made, so we'll come back to that. That's my guess, and I'm going to stick to that because for me, it just makes perfect sense, especially with Maleficent being such a big part of this new DLC. I really hope that I'm right on that one. I love Aurora, and I think it would be so fun to have her in the valley. Lastly, they posted another very short little video clip showing the storybook surrounded by candles that's sitting in front of the Maleficent and Hades painting. This is where we get a better look at that little bird type character from the last clip. I do not recognize this character from any movie that I can think of. It appears that it has letters trailing behind it, which I suppose goes along with the storybook or fairy tale theme that this DLC is said to have. And there's also 2 of these little birds. I don't know if that means anything. One thing I thought was interesting about this clip is that the book is a lot more animated than I thought. You can actually see the branch moving around behind it as if the book itself is alive and has a personality. I cannot wait to see more about the DLC and what it's going to look like and what the story is going to be. I do believe it's confirmed to be a storybook type of theme, which would be absolutely amazing. I have a feeling I'm going to like this one a lot more than the first DLC. I'm also really excited to find out more about the free content that's coming to the game, including when exactly the next update will happen. My guess is December 4th. Because it just happens to line up perfectly with last year's December update, and that would put it a week or 2 after the current star path ends, which is usually a good indicator of when a new update is going to drop. This is all the news I have for you today, my friends, but if they post anything else, I will make a community post about it, so make sure that you are subscribed so you don't miss out on that. And make sure you come back to my channel tomorrow because I will be deep diving into the showcase and going over everything that we can expect from the free content and items codes to the paid DLC and everything in between. If you're interested in becoming a member of my channel, you can check that out in the description of all of my videos. But also a free way to support my channel is to simply give the video a like. It helps me out so much and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching today, my friends. I hope that you have a magical rest of your day and I will see you again real soon. Bye!